Hi guys, I have got the simplest of simple layouts in my traveler's notebook for you today. I was watching Casey Neistat the other day and he mentioned this quote and it couldn't really have come at a more perfect time, so I decided to do a page in my notebook with the quote so I could remember it when I needed it. Now I've got a little bit of stamping that's showing through from the page before this, so I am going to cover up this page in my yellow notebook. This is a notebook I made myself. I will leave the link up here if you haven't seen my tutorial on how I do that. This is a really old 6x8, I think, paper from Studio Calico, and it kind of was perfect for the quote, really. It felt like happiness to me. It's kind of explosive confetti, and I really liked it. It also went really nicely with my photo, so this is about as simple as it gets. All I've done is stuck some paper down, and now I am going to use this alpha from Feed Your Craft. I will leave the link for that down below to stamp out my quote. Now, I think one of the reasons that I had written the quote down was, one, to show you guys, but also because how I'm going to stamp this into my notebook is gonna bend my brain in ways that I didn't know was possible. I'm going to stamp this whole quote basically backwards from the middle of the page because that's where I want it to line up from. It's got some fairly big words in it, which is why I picked this tiny little alpha. So you can see here the word happiness fits about halfway across the page, and here is where my mind started going a little bit nutty because not only am I doing the word backwards, I'm switching the words around. So the quote reads, happiness equals reality minus expectations. And I'm stamping happiness, reality equals minus expectations. So it was a little bit weird, and you can see my stamping's not perfect. I'm not trying to make it perfect. This is just a quick note really in my notebook. It's just making it slightly fancier than simply scribbling this quote down. Now this seems like a lot of stamping, and I have sped it up a little bit, but overall this whole page took me less than 10 minutes to do, so it didn't take that long at all. Almost done. I have got my chamois there and I am cleaning off the stamps as I go, so that way I can just put the stamp set away without having to clean it up like I usually do. Now I'm gonna stick my photo down on this side, and I was really pleased with the way that the words basically lined up the same as my photo, the same height as my photo. So I think that looks very pleasing to the eye and totally unplanned, which was very lucky. I decided to stick my photo down and then use a little bit of washi tape kind of as an embellishment, I guess. You'll see this is a very minimal page. I picked out all different coloured washies because I thought I might use them, and in the end I went with this black and white stripe for no other reason that there's a bit of black in my photo, and I've stamped in black, and that's about it. I was sort of going to leave it there, but I did decide to add a tiny bit more embellishment, and I had these brand new puffy heart stickers from Feed Your Craft as well, so I figured I would add a few of them and just add a little bit more colour to this page. So I'm going to add a couple on the top right and then a couple on this side as well. One by the minus, because I quite like that minus expectations part of the quote. And then I couldn't decide which colour to add down here. I didn't really want to add the second blue one because I wanted all different ones. But in the end, I went with the blue and then added a third little pink one up the top. And I quite like the way that it creates this diagonal across my page. And so I'm calling it done. So when I said it was simple, I wasn't kidding. I mean, this is as simple as it gets, but I don't think these pages need to be complicated all the time. Let me know in the comments below what you prefer, super simple or a bit more busy. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, there's a couple more videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye!